Welcome in. You are listening to Just an Average Podcast with your hosts, Jake and Casey. Casey, summer it's right around the corner. We are in May here in like 3 days.
Yeah, I've already got burnt to a crisp, dude. Look at that. Like
here. Do you see this? I went.
Gosh.
Okay, hear me out. I know we talk about golf a lot. I went Frisbee golfing and got burnt here. Hey, bud, you'll be glad to know that I can shoot better in Frisbee golf than I can in regular golf. You want to guess what I shot in Frisbee golf? Take a while.
What's the par on Frisbee golf?
It's a great question. I will just tell you there's a lot of par fives. I don't know what it was. I honestly didn't keep track. It didn't tell me.
So
beforehand.
Give me a range. Like what's the What's the over under?
We'll go under 6.5. Under 8. We'll go under 8.
Like you shot below par?
Yes. So we'll say negative 8.5. Under or over?
That you shot below par.
Yes. I'm telling you negative. I'm telling you we're gonna go 8.5 under, and you need to tell me the number. So tell me the number that you think I shot.
I bet you shot. Well, I don't know what number you shot, dude.
Well,
that's why I don't know what the par. I don't know what the par is.
I honestly don't know. I wish I could get on there and see, but I'm not 100% sure.
How many holes are there? Are there 18?
18 holes, yeah.
And we'll say that you said there's a lot of par fives, so let's say that at least 10 of them are par fives.
Probably more than that, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. I think there was probably, let's put it this way. I think there was 14 par fives, probably 2 par threes and 2 par fours.
Okay, so that's...
So be here a while if we're going to be doing math.
6, 7. That's 70. That's 70 just on par fives.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say you shot a 74.
74. So you think I shot?
I don't know what
I shot 12 under in Frisbee golf.
I got
it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's good or not.
What did Tyler shoot?
3 under.
Yeah. Dang.
So I've got a crazy forehand throw. So I was killing it. Like I was launching.
Are you thinking like, oh man,
I'm selling the clubs. I'm selling the clubs. I'm selling them. I'm just buying more discs. Yeah, I already have a disc golf set. I've got like probably 13, 14 disc. Oh yeah, it was all coming back to me after the first hole. I threw it right into a tree on the first hole, and then after that, it all started to come back to me a little bit. So it's a fun game. Give it a chance before you knock it. You know, nice little.
Golf.
It's honestly though,
I regular golf way too much to add another hobby.
It's honestly though, when you forehand golf, it's really the same motion as like your irons and your driver tucking the elbow and going underneath and everything. So it's the same motions, kind of. But
then why what?
Why do I shoot? Why am I terrible at golf? I don't know why I'm terrible at golf. Go ahead and say it. I don't know.
You remember that one? You remember the one time when I shot that 70 something? What was it, like 78 at Western? And then I posted my score, and it was like,
I was like, well, yeah, dude, you did me like so dirty on that.
It was like a plus 40.
No, it was 112 or 122, and I'm like, you really have to post mine as well? Jeez, I mean, you talk about. I'm just sitting there like literally a smile on my face, like, yeah, he did
it. Yeah. I'm gonna like that post. No,
yeah, I'm gonna like it.
I'm
not happy about it, but I'm gonna like it.
I'm gonna report it.
Yeah, report
for bullying.
Yeah, no.
I didn't even realize that until after I.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
But no, I would. I can't throw. That's one thing that I cannot do really good is throw a Frisbee.
We'll have to go sometime.
Sure, if I practiced enough,
yeah,
I'd be all right.
To go sometime. But today's podcast, we are all about summer because I'm excited. I know you're excited. That means we get to golf more. That means me personally, I don't have school, so that's great. But all about summer today, and then we get to wrap up this podcast with the ultimate backyard games draft. So drafting our favorite yard games. I'm really excited for that as well. So let's start out with our plans. Do you have any big plans for this summer at all, as far as activities go, plans go? You going on vacation?
I think Courtney and I might be going to Vegas.
No kidding. Well, that sounds like fun.
I've never been.
Be nice.
Never been.
Never been to Vegas. I also have never been to Vegas.
I think we're going to go for a couple days. I think it's going to be one of those like long weekend type things where you go for a couple days. I'm not sure yet, 100%. I know I got summer basketball all June, so I'll be pretty busy then. So really can't do much during June. Probably be July, maybe August. I think she was talking about doing maybe flying out the week of my birthday or something and going.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I've got football all summer. I almost feel like, so obviously we get the summer off, air quotes, but I am more busy during the summer with all the football stuff going on than I am during the actual school year, it seems like, because summer's when I do all my fundraising. So it's like, and I totally forgot I was supposed to go today and, book a time for this summer for our golf outing. Completely forgot about that. So I need to get that date put in. I've got so many other golf outings that are going to be happening that I've got to keep in mind.
I almost hit my first ever hole-in-one on that golf outing. I was like this far away from hitting a hole-in-one on hole 9. Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's awesome.
Because our team pretty much swept all the prizes and everything.
It wasn't even fair. I mean, it was crazy.
And our team really wasn't even that good. I
want to try to get Strode. He plays that. He grew up on that course. If I can get Strode, that'll give me somewhat of a chance. But
just stack your team to win it.
No, I can't. I can't do that because that's the worst thing. Now, I'll get your opinion on this. If you're hosting a golf outing and you win, that's like the crappiest thing, in my personal opinion. But yeah, just shrugs. If you win, you win.
I mean, if we're getting down this rabbit hole, there's always a team that just sucks and they cheat.
Always, yeah. You always have the people that shoot like the 40 whatever, 30 something.
I've never understood what the point is in cheating in a golf outing, because you don't win anything. You don't win anything.
Yeah,
and everyone knows how good of a golfer you are.
Yeah,
everyone knows. And when you have 4 guys on a team that don't even crack 90, or crack 80,
yeah,
and then they somehow shoot 9 or 10 under, you can't tell me that there's one really good putter, and there's one really good driver, and there's one really good iron shot, and then there's one really good wedge shot every single hole.
Yeah.
Not happening.
And that's the thing, like when we played at Gold Hills, like obviously we had Strode on our team, but otherwise he's like, yeah, well, you played too, obviously. When they called our name, like, oh, second place, I was in shock that we got second place in our flight.
Yeah, because I left. I was like, what? We didn't get anything.
Yeah, and then they called us up, and I'm like, okay. And obviously, people probably heard some murmurs going around, people thinking, no, they're not that good. And it's like, yeah, we're not that good. I have no idea how we got second. Strode and Strode carried me and Raleigh for sure. But it was still fun.
Shout out to him, but I think he maybe contributed like 2 shots.
Oh, man. At Garage Time Podcast. There's your shout out. There's your shout out for the night. Again. Yeah,
he knows it. He drank more. I think he had like 10 beers down before the first hole, though.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Oh my!
It was a fun time. I enjoyed that outing. It was a beautiful day. There were free refreshments that whole time.
Yeah, so you should have went.
They had those bubblers. That was when I started drinking bubblers a lot.
Yeah, those are good.
And they passed those, but they had those bubblers in that big trough.
Yep.
The whole time.
You should have. We should have got you the year before when they had it at the country club in Macomb.
Yeah, because you got Zeb because I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. I don't know where they're gonna have it this year, but they
probably have it at Gold Hills again. I think it did a pretty good at Gold Hills.
Yeah, Gold Hills was nice for sure. But yeah, my summer plans, obviously they're gonna include golfing and then football and then fundraisers. And then hopefully doing some yard work around the house. I'd love to get a fire pit put outside. Right now it's just a mound of dirt in the area that I want to get put down, but I don't know.
So are you wanting to do like an above ground one, or you want to do an underground one? How are you wanting to do it?
Fire pit?
Are you wanting to just put a fire pit out there, or are you wanting to kind of make it like an sit around area? Like you've seen those before?
So like a sit around area, yeah. So my backyard, the previous owners had a trampoline back there, and I don't know if you've seen, they literally carved out like a little hole in the ground. So like one spot's level and the other spot's raised up, so it's kind of tucked down a little bit. I want to kind of pour a concrete slab in there, maybe get some nice rock to make like a little rock wall going up.
There you go.
We're gonna go gas. We're not gonna go. We're not gonna go.
You're gonna go legit. You're gonna get the good one.
Yeah, we're gonna go gas.
Are you gonna get that like fire pit that has like those coals in it that you just start?
Yep.
Gotcha. Those are nice.
Well, it's just the gas one. Yeah, they're pretty inexpensive too. Honestly, you just get a propane tank and hook it up, and you're set. And then you can take it inside, along with all the other outdoor furniture. But yeah, I think it'd be pretty nice to have. But right now, I mean, if you see my backyard, there's just a lot of things I still need to do for sure. But that'll consume my summer.
I don't think I've ever been in your backyard.
You've been over too a few times,
a couple times, and I've never been in your backyard. I don't think.
Yeah, it's a bigger area. We had like a lot of garden areas back there, and like me and Kimmy with our work schedules just don't have time to really keep up with the gardening portion of it. So I'm like, I'm gonna kind of transform this into an area that Liam can play around in and whatnot. So
is it fenced in?
It is all fenced in. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Fenced in. I need new fence. It's kind of falling apart a little bit, but it does the job for the time being.
You would think I insured you that I would know if you have all these things.
Yeah, probably something you should know, honestly.
I knew at the time, but like it's one of those things where I'm just like, yeah, I don't really remember. And I never had to go take pictures because pictures were already updated, so I never had to go there and do it. So
yeah, it's a nice. I don't know. I need to make it my own.
I like your guys'. I like your guys' area. You have a really nice subdivision area.
I like it a lot too. Got 2 cops on the block as well, so that helps out. Right next, not like we're kind of slightly removed from Western, and so I mean, like you still kind of hear like if there's ever any parties going on, you hear it in the townhouses or whatever,
right?
The apartments across the street. But other than that, yeah, it's a super laid back area. So
yeah, for sure.
That's
all your plans. You don't have any plans to go on vacation or anything like that?
Vacation, air quotes again. Kimmy has nationals dance competition this summer, so
you usually go to that, don't you?
No, I never have because we have football practice. So I think I'm not going the full week. So I think I want to leave on like a Thursday and then maybe go like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So like have 3 or 4 days up there. But it's in Wisconsin. And she's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure
it's always pretty nice up there.
Pretty sure there's a golf course right nearby. And I'm like, really?
I could lose some golf balls in Wisconsin.
I could lose some golf balls there, yeah. So I think I'm going to take my golf clubs up there and golf a day.
I really want to start doing eventually. I really want to start because I have this golf ball holder in my man cave here. And I really want to start going to different courses and getting a golf ball at every single course that I go to.
That'd be sweet. Here's a crazy idea for you. So say you do this. Say you go to every single golf course, you collect these golf balls, and then 20 years from now, you make like just a big, like, you ever seen those resin, like the bars have like the resin over the top?
Yeah.
You get all those golf balls, you put those in there, put the resin over the top, and then have all the golf balls down in there you can kind of see. That'd be so freaking cool.
Yeah,
but then again, obviously it's like, well, I'm still collecting golf balls and all the other ones are in this table that I can't get out.
I would put the ones that were super cool or like super
decorative,
like courses that I'll never go to again.
Yeah.
Or like it's like a once in a lifetime course or something like that. Or it's like
that'd
my favorite.
So
or
awesome.
I put them up on like my favorite courses.
Yeah.
That'd
be awesome.
But yeah, I would really like to do like a yearly golf trip. I would really like to do like a yearly golf trip.
But unfortunately, cost money.
Yeah, but I mean,
and I've got 2 kids.
But did you go to the one when Mason and all them went?
Nope, didn't get a call.
But it was cheap. But it was a cheap one.
Yeah,
it's all right. I didn't get the call either. So it's
I think they played 36, 72, 72 holes or something like that. So I mean, they played every single day.
But it isn't like you have to go to like somewhere super, super expensive. And
no,
then
it's
when
not.
And then when you split it up, like you're pretty much paying for the rounds of golf, and then like you split up an Airbnb.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not really that expensive. I think Mason said it was just a couple $100.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. Well, I mean, hey, if they invited us, that cuts down on the price even more. But
yeah.
Now we need to start our own. Me and you get like Mason and Zeb, Seth, Jack. All of us go.
Pretty much all of our group chat.
Yeah, the whole group chat just go. Yeah, for sure. We'll just change the group chat to golf. Just leave it at that. But man, we could talk about this all night, but we're going to go ahead and move on.
15 minutes
in. We're going to go into the first segment, which is our favorite summer memories. So obviously, we grew up in Astoria, so I don't know how many great summer memories we had, but is there any summer memories that kind of stick out to you as far as, growing up? And it could be something maybe here in the last few years, if you had any good summer memories.
I mean, a couple summers ago, I say like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Courtney and I went to California for a week, 2 weeks, actually 2 weeks. I think, a week. I think we went for almost 2 weeks, and it was
California.
Yeah, it was. We stayed at her aunt lives in California.
Did you fly out there?
Yeah. So we stayed at her house, and we, went to the beach a lot. We went to the San Diego Zoo, which was sweet. San Diego Zoo was awesome. Went to SeaWorld. That was cool too.
That is cool.
And we went to a Dodgers game when they played the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Went to that, and we ate at some pretty nice places, pretty nice burger places. Had In-N-Out for the first time ever.
Still have never had that.
It's mid.
Is it mid?
Well, as the kids say, it's mid. It's mid.
That's
Cap. Yeah. But we did that. That was really fun. That was probably my best vacation I've ever been on. And we went during like the week of my birthday and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool.
That is cool.
And then I would say as a kid, the best memory was getting fireworks or people having fireworks, and we have firework wars.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Shoot fireworks at each other.
Yeah. The bottle rockets and stuff like that. You
bottle rockets. Yeah. Shoot them and then Roman candles. And then we'd get like M80s and throw them and stuff. Like we would have forts built and everything. And we would literally we'd have forts built, and we'd be like so many distance away from each other, and we would just shoot them at each other and like act like it's like we're like war reenactment. Dude, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's why they have the warning on them.
Like we have those. Airsoft wars. BB gun. Well, BB gun wars. You can only pump it once. I'd pump it like 5-6 times. But yeah, those are probably my favorite memories doing that stuff.
That is never got that crazy. Airsoft wars is probably the craziest I ever went. But yeah, I think we obviously shooting bottle rockets off at each other was probably the most extreme I went as far as fireworks go. But looking back on it now, obviously we lived out in the country, so every single summer, we didn't get to experience the town life or whatever. So my favorite memories are obviously going into Astoria. We had our bikes in there. We'd get on our bikes and just ride around town. Like, I don't know why, but that was the highlight of my summer, being able to go in town and ride my bike around, because, it'd be cool to have friends out to our house too, because we lived out in the country, and, it was pretty peaceful out there, but it was also cool riding your bike around town, having a couple monsters, not worrying about touching the handlebars. You've mastered that skill already. So yeah. Flashlight tag, dude. Flashlight tag.
Yes, flashlight tag.
In the night was just...
And dude, playing it in town was so much better. We'd have like 10 of us, and we would literally, so we'd do it in a block radius. So you could only go.
I remember inside. That. I remember I would go there. I'd play.
You could only go inside of the block. You couldn't leave the block area, and you'd have 2 taggers, and you would just hide in people's yard, and you would hide in wherever you could. And and you'd run and everything.
And they'd have fun.
And they had to recognize you for you to be tagged. Like, they could shine the light on you, but they had to say who you were.
We would play at Trenton's house. So we'd go over to Trenton's house.
Yeah,
I
remember
Trenton's
going
house
to Trenton's house a couple times
all
doing
the
that.
time. And then I remember one summer we played in the corn at my house, like across the road in the corn. That was terrifying, because there's like, you get lost in the corn at night, and you're like running forever, and you're like, I'm going to be stuck in here forever.
And you could almost run to Seth's house.
Yeah.
From yours.
I remember that's when we had our dogs too. So like you'd hear coming through like the, what in the world is that?
Because they're chasing after you.
Yeah, the dogs are chasing you. I mean, terrifying, but what a blast.
Yeah. The kids don't do that stuff anymore.
No. I mean, okay. I will say, we talk a lot bad about video games, what we did earlier in our couple podcasts back, but having like LAN parties were great. We'd set up like Halo or Call of Duty and just have all your Xboxes or PlayStations, whatever, connected through a LAN cord.
Back before it was online.
Yeah, I mean, even when it was, it was still online, but we'd have people just bring over like me, like I'd have my Xbox, Josh would have his Xbox, and like maybe we'd have one other person bring over an Xbox. We'd set 3 of them up. We'd have TV set up, and then we'd have like 2 on one screen, 2 on another screen, 2 on a different screen, and it was literally all of us playing. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. LAN parties in the summer, like just in general.
Sleeping on trampolines.
Never did that.
Really?
No.
Sleeping on trampolines was awesome too, doing that.
Really?
Yeah. Just, dude, there's so many things that kids don't do nowadays that
I feel like it's changed definitely a little bit, and they might actually do it. We might be not giving them.
No, they ride around on their e-bikes now. And
yeah, that's why. Hey, those things are actually pretty nice. They are pretty nice.
Yeah, they are.
Got to give them the benefit of the doubt. They might still do some of this stuff. Some of the kids might, but if those of you that are younger and that are listening, if you have never played flashlight tag outside in a huge area, do it. It's a blast.
Or ding dong ditch. We do that too.
Never did that. See, I didn't live in town. I didn't get to do all that stuff. When I went in town, I'm like, all right, I've got to behave because I want to be able to come back in town.
Oh, we would ding dong ditch. Dude, we would ding dong ditch and prank call people all the time. We would do that Star 67.
Oh yes, I remember that.
That so much, dude.
All the time.
We would do that so much. It was, dude. We'd literally spend a day
just
calling the phone book. Back when there were phone books, you'd get the phone book out and you'd be like, okay, well, we're gonna call this person.
You could literally, because you could just open to a random page, like just open to a random page. Yeah, I do remember people doing that. I never personally did it. I was always afraid to get in trouble growing up. So,
or you would do the Star 67 and 3-way call. the two people would talk to each other while they didn't know who the other person was.
Yeah,
call 2 random numbers. Oh man, yeah, it's fun times. Fun times
for sure. But that's good. That's it's a lot of, man, the nostalgia of just talking about this makes me want to just go grab a flashlight and get all of the dads together and just play flashlight tag.
Makes me just want to prank call people.
Yeah. Going back in time.
Go knock on our neighbor's door and take off.
Yeah. 15 years ago, which is insane. Probably, 15 years ago, 15 to 20 years ago.
It has been that long. It's been 20 years. Dude. 20 years probably.
Let's just
20. We're gonna be 30.
Let's go ahead and wrap this segment up. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But like I said, summer is right around the corner. So the biggest thing we need for summer is summer essentials. So let's just brainstorm some of the summer essentials. So those that are listening have a general idea of what they might need for this summer.
Well, I'm trying to think. Jake, I know exactly what you need because I know what I need too. Jake has had his fair share of dehydration,
heat strokes. Yeah, I need Gatorade. Maybe
Squinchers.
Squinchers. I need yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, I need some Squinchers. No, I need some water, some Gatorade, maybe a salt lick, just depending on how bad it gets.
Yeah. No, you definitely need sunscreen.
Sunscreen for sure.
Everyone needs sunscreen.
It's a big one.
I tan pretty good. Like I'm already getting pretty tan, and it's sunscreen for sure.
Yeah, I feel like sunglasses. Whenever I think of summer, like the biggest thing I think that anybody needs is probably a Bluetooth speaker. I feel like you've got to have a Bluetooth speaker, whether you're golfing, whether you're in the pool, whether you're just hanging out with friends.
I have not listened to my Bluetooth speaker golfing yet.
Really?
Maybe that's why I'm not golfing very good. Is I'm not listening to any music. But the 3 times that I've been by myself.
I hate going by myself. I hate it. I
like going by myself, because the crazy thing is like when I go by myself, I just play, and then I feel like I play better when I play by myself because I'm just playing at my own pace. I'm not having someone with me. I'm playing my own pace. I'm just going. But the bad thing about playing by yourself is that you play fast. So you get stuck behind people, and then I don't like hitting a shot and then have to sit and wait 10 minutes to hit my next one.
Or if you're like me, who's not very good at all, you'll get behind a group of 5 who's just a little bit better than you, and then
they tell you to play
like
through.
Then they're like, yeah, they only play through. First ball, I smoked right into the water too. So I'm looking back like, gosh, dang it. Second one I hit over.
Take a breakfast ball real quick.
Yeah. Second one I hit over, which is good, but like I literally was not playing fast enough, and they're still behind me, so I skipped like 2 holes. I'm like, I can't keep doing this, and I think I played the worst golf of my life.
I could see you just being so getting so much anxiety out of that.
I did
that
too.
You
like,
just leave. You just don't even finish the round.
Dude, I didn't putt. I did not putt. I would hit the ball if I got close to the green. I pick up my ball and just go to the next hole. It was terrible. It was horrible. It got so bad I almost wanted to cry. I almost thought about pulling off somewhere and crying. I was terrible. I played 9 holes. I only played 9 holes. I took 11 balls. By hole 5, I was running into the woods looking for balls, dude. I'm not even kidding. It was I just finished. I paid $26 and I wanted to finish. So I literally on hole 5, I stopped. I collected my thoughts a little bit. I ran into the woods, found 3 balls, and finished. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. Like I'm like because it was hole 5 is hole 5 or is that hole 6?
You're talking about
7, 8.
Gold
so it's
Hills.
hole 6. You know, hole 6 at Gold Hills that goes through the trees. It's really narrow. I had 2 balls. First one, boom, right off a tree. I'm like, all right, let's tip another one to swing nice and easy. Second one, even worse than the first shot. So I'm like, unbelievable. Went down a little dip, ran into the woods. I was in there for probably 5 minutes, came out with like 3 balls, just enough to finish. And yeah, it was and then on the last hole, on my 9th hole, I'm like, all right, let's get a good drive. Had a great drive. A great drive, but I hit it over into, I guess,
9th hole's that par 5, right? That long one.
Yeah, the par 5. Hit it over into the other fairway. I mean, it was still a really good drive. Hit into the other fairway, seen like another group coming towards me. I'm like, oh, maybe they seen where that went, and drove up. And I'm like, hey, have you guys seen a ball? And they're like, no, I haven't seen any. Because I watched them all hit, and I'm like, where's my ball at? And a guy came back. He's like, hey, what'd you hit? I go, oh, Callaway. He goes, oh, I thought that was my ball. He smoked my one good hit that I had. Just smoked it. It was gone forever. I'm like, okay, the one. If I wasn't having such a bad day, you know, if I was having a good day, I think I would have been mad. But I'm like, this is the icing on the cake. This dude just smoking my ball.
And you probably didn't even finish, did you?
No, I had 2 balls left, so I finished the hole, and it actually turned out to be a decent hole.
Did you have to go to Walmart and buy more balls?
No, I actually went back with Snyder 2 weeks ago and found 20 balls. So. Because they burned everything off, so I found all the balls that weren't burnt, washed them off, boom, full bag again. So ready to go.
I have every time I've went to Weematuck so far, or anywhere I've been, I've pulled out at least 3 or 4 balls, and not really looking for them, just like being there, and then like waiting or something, and then like I'll go pull over to the edge or something and find a couple balls. But
I was looking for them. I needed them.
Yeah,
but all right.
I was just going. I could just see you looking in there.
Yeah. Oh, I was too. I was searching hard. All right. So back to the must-have. We've given the people 2. We've given them. What did we give?
There's been a lot of talk going on right now.
Sunscreen and speaker. All right. Sunglasses. Obviously, summer you need sunglasses. For me personally, I need a wide brim hat. I'm bald now. I need a hat that's going to cover my head and my ears, and I don't look good in regular baseball caps. I go from looking.
So like you wear the
wide brim hats.
Oh yeah, the old.
Yep. I go from looking like, I don't know, how old do you think I look? 30, 35 to 12. When I put a ball cap on, I look 12. I'm not even kidding. Even with a beard, I look 12. So don't wear ball caps. Yeah. So. All right, what are some other ones?
This is just dish yourself. Yeah. Dish yourself podcast.
Let's keep brainstorming. What else do we need? Wide brim hat. A cooler. Got to have a cooler to put your refreshing drinks in. So cooler, refreshing drinks. Cooler, refreshing drinks. Whatever
you need a good lawn chair.
Good lawn chair.
Not just the unfolded one. You need the one with the shocks on the back. Or you need one of those zero gravity ones that swing. You need a good one. You don't need You don't want that old $5 Dollar General one. You want that. You want that $50, $60, $70 good bad boy.
Yeah, I feel like
where people look at you like
that is
you are that dad.
Yeah, this guy's got money. This guy's got money. You
need
flip flop.
This guy's got $50.
Well, actually, back to that. Yeah, a good koozie, like a Frost Buddy. I'll have a Frost Buddy. Love it. No free ads. Frost Buddy's really nice.
Is your Frost Buddy like a long neck one? Is that what that is? Like the long tall
it one? Fits tall ones, it fits short ones, it fits bottles, it fits it all.
Really? But it just only goes so high, right?
No. I can't fit a big one, a huge one in there, like a 40. You can't fit that in there. So, but
I've never seen those, I guess.
Frost Buddy, super nice. I thought I had it down here. I don't. So a Frost Buddy, tank tops. Gotta find a good tank top to wear.
See, I don't wear very many tank tops.
I don't either, honestly, but I mean, they're nice to have.
I don't. I don't like.
What else is a need in bug spray? You've got to have bug spray. Bugs are terrible in the summer. What else do you need? Is that all you really need for the summer? Is just those small little essential items? I think so.
Like you need a good, like, we're getting into the women's side here. You need a good bag.
Bag? Well, and you need
like a bag.
Like a travel bag.
Like a swim bag. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Those,
so like good towel.
Like the big thing that's popular right now is those croc bags that are made from like the rubber or the plastic or whatever it is.
Yep.
I'm talking about those
big.
I know
what you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah.
You need one of those. Crocs. A good pair of Crocs for summer. That's another one. Good pair of Crocs. You said swimsuits. Both guys and girls get a good swimsuit. Make sure you're, every single year it seems like I'm buying like new trunks. So,
one thing that you might need when it comes to like if it's really hot out and you're like at a ball game or you're at an event, one of those fan bottles that squirt the water out.
Game changer.
Man, never had one. Never owned one. But I see people with them, and I'm like, and I'm sitting over here sweating, dying, and I'm like, I'm standing behind them. I'm standing behind them, getting the leftovers, like
mouth open just to hydrate a little bit.
Yeah, that's really their sweat. They're just like fleeking.
It's wet. It's cooling me off.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. I say that's probably one of the best things you need.
Yeah, and honestly, since we're kind of wrapping that up a little bit as far as the essentials, one thing you need to talk about ball games, you need sunflower seeds. You need sunflower seeds. So
and not just regular sunflower seeds.
You need
flavored
smacking seeds. So there's some news, Casey. There's some news that we have become now affiliated with Smackin' Seeds. So we're going to take a quick break here to let the people know about Smackin' Sunflower Seeds. Smackin' Sunflower Seeds. Choose your flavor and enjoy some of the best seeds on the market. Smackin' goes above and beyond to make sure you have the perfect seed every single time. Enjoy their wide selection that they have to offer. Not sure what seeds to buy? Grab a variety pack and use code AVERAGE or scan our QR code for 10% off. All right. Smackin' Sunflower Seeds, dude. Can't beat them. Really good.
Honestly, I've never tried one yet.
Never tried one.
And I haven't ordered them yet. So I'm thinking about ordering them sometime this week.
There you go. Gotta use our code. Use our code and get some for sure. My favorite, dude. I will tell you right now, Backyard Barbecue is my favorite.
I'm thinking my favorite is going to be. I'm thinking that
cinnamon churro.
Cinnamon churro is going to be pretty good.
I have maple brown sugar, also really good, dude. They're all good. I like them a lot.
I also like sour cream and onion. Is this? Do they have sour cream and onion? Is that what the one?
They do have sour cream and onion. That's good too. I like them all. I really have.
Do they have dill pickle?
They have dill pickle. They have regular. They have ranch.
Dill pickle is like my favorite.
So here's something too with them. You can actually go on there and you can
customize, right? Yeah.
You can request. So say you want Frank's Red Hot or something like that. You can put in I suggest. Well, you can make suggestions. I'm sure if they get enough suggestions, they might.
Do they have like a sweet and spicy? Like the Biggs ones? You know what I'm talking about?
No. I'm trying
Those
to think.
Ones are good.
They have, well, those that just watch the ad can see what all they have there. But there's a lot. There's a lot to choose from, and I'm sure they're just going to continue to make more. So
yeah,
I'll have to. Like I said, I bought a bucket. Me and Snyder bought a bucket. So
and they actually started. They actually started by just going to baseball games and having professional athletes, professional baseball players
try them. Grow your brand. That's what you got to do.
And tell them how good and see how good they were, and that's how they grew. So it's pretty cool to see.
They are good for sure. All right, we're going to go into segment 3 here. We touched on this a little bit. We said you need a good speaker, obviously, or a Bluetooth speaker in the summer, which leads to music. In the summer, I feel like you've got to have a good playlist to listen to. So we're going to have we're going to pick some songs here. We're going to pick our top 3 songs that we need to listen to, or you should listen to during the summer. So these can be songs that you like. These can be songs that you personally listen to over, the span of a summer, or this could be songs that maybe just pop into your mind when you think of summer. And those 3 things that I just described is exactly how my list is. So there's really not really any rhyme or reason, I think, to my list. It's just like when I think of summer, I think of these songs because they kind of relate to me or they make me think of summer. So what is one? We don't need to go 1 through 3 here. You can just give me one of the songs you have.
I'm gonna save my favorite for last.
Okay, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do that too. That's
and I'm gonna be a real basic person here and do this one. It's a girly song. Judge me. Right. But I'm going California Girls by Katy Perry.
Oh, yeah. Katy Perry hits. She's good. I like that a lot. That just made me think of fireworks. That made me think of fireworks, and I didn't even pick fireworks.
And that's the songs that song makes me think of summer. It's a pure summer song.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go. What do I want to go with first? I'm gonna go. You said makes you think of summer. I'm gonna go with mine that makes me think of summer. I don't know why, but whenever I think summer, and I don't know if it's because I've just heard this song so much when summer rolls around, but it's Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles. I have no idea why, but whenever I think of summer, that is the first song that pops in my head. I'm not even a big fan of the song, but when I
hate the song so much.
I'm not a fan of it. I'm really not. But
I'm not
either. As far as summer goes, like when I think summer, that is the first, and it's playing in my mind over and over again. First song that pops in my mind. So I don't know why, but it is.
Are we just doing 3?
We're just doing 3. What's your next one here?
I'm going Cruise by Florida Georgia Line.
I like it. Getting a little country in there. I have no country in mind.
I got a little mix.
I do too.
I can't have my favorite genre. Well, I take that back. The most I listen to is country, but my favorite genre is 90s alternative.
Same, probably. Dude. I love 90s
alternative is probably my favorite.
90s alternative, and I would say like early 2000s rock is probably my 2 favorite. 90s alternative for sure is probably my favorite. My next one here, I listen to it every single year at the end of the school year, and that is School's Out by Alice Cooper. Every single year. As soon as the last day of school rolls around, boom, I'm playing that song because school is officially out for summer. So say what you will. That is the one that I listen to, though. It's a good song, too. You don't like that song?
Not really.
You ever remember the TV show Recess?
Yes.
That you don't like Recess. Okay, that song also played in the Recess movie that came out. I don't know if you ever seen it either.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So
I had a childhood.
I had a child. Okay, all right.
All right.
Okay, you're not a fan of any of the songs that I'm picking here. Just kind of.
I mean, I don't know. I think school. I don't know. I mean, I can tolerate it.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
Okay.
You don't have to like it.
My favorite. I
swear, if we have the same one, I want to.
No, it's not.
Okay.
But it's my favorite band of all time. This song is a great jam for the summer.
I swear to God, dude. I feel like it's the same one. I feel like it's the same one.
It's a great, sitting by a fire drinking song. And I'm going. The same one. No, it's not. I'm going This Afternoon by Nickelback.
Mine's Rockstar by Nickelback.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that's a good one too.
Yeah.
But mine's This Afternoon, because This Afternoon it just talks about, just being out and having a good time,
hanging out for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I actually have here not necessarily a song, but it's a song, but in general, Nickelback, All the Right Reasons album, that whole album, dude. I can put Nickelback and Creed, compile them into one playlist, and just you're set. You're set for any time you hang out at a fire. You're ready to go. So you can throw in a few odds and ends here and there, but if you have Nickelback and you've got Creed in there, you're done.
Then when you're about 10 beers deep and you're getting in the blues a little bit, you just throw One Last Breath on there and you're just
oh my gosh,
having a grand old time.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I just
after you listen to Saving Me, and
Saving Me.
Yeah, you get into the deep, like you get far away in there, and then you're like,
I feel like you've got to have some of the good ones, like Side of a Bullet and Animals, like that's got to play a little
Animals
bit too.
Animals is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. It's like Nickelback in general. Like I said, Nickelback, Creed's
pretty good too.
Yeah. All the Right Reasons, though. That album, I could play that whole album, and it's a great album for sure. But Dark Horse, another good one. That's the one this afternoon. Yep. Mm-hmm. That one's on there. So that was good. Oh my goodness. There's so many more that we're probably missing out on. So those of you that are listening, if you have a favorite summer song, let us know in the comments, because there are a lot of good summer songs out there.
Very.
Yes. But Casey, we are on to the main event of this podcast, and that is the ultimate backyard games draft. So
I'm ready to go.
Several yard games to choose from. We will do a snake draft here. Let's just go ahead and hop right into it.
All right. Who's first?
Who went first last time? Did you go first last time? Did I go first last time? I didn't spin a wheel. This is just gonna be a little impromptu. Well, not really impromptu, because I actually did some research on what I wanted to pick. But,
okay. I feel like whoever goes first is probably going to get the one that we're probably both
going to pick. Hey, oh, dude, you know what time it is? Rock, paper, scissors.
Even though it's not going to be on cue. It's not going to be on cue at all. Like the old podcast, it was never on cue.
It was never on cue. All right, here we go. So best 2 out of 3, or just you win it, take it.
Win it, take it.
Win it, take it. Okay. On shoot. I gotta go around my mic, dude. I can't get my hand on my mic.
If you go on rock, paper, scissor, you're a psychopath.
Oh, who's going to hit? Oh yeah, scissor is last. Okay, ready? Here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Gosh.
Yes. All right, I won that. Let's go. And I am taking the one and the only cornhole as my first pick here. That's what you're going to pick too, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so my first pick here is definitely cornhole. I'm going to have to write these down because, like I said, I don't have a graphic today. So we're going to put Jacob and Casey to do a little revamp here. Actually, can you just write? Never mind, I'll write yours down too. I'll be nice. All right. Casey, you're number 1. Oh, you get back-to-back picks, though. So is it really that bad?
Nah, kind of. So my number 1 is I'm going to go yard golf.
Oh God, I didn't even think about that. Is that with the Velcro?
No, it's where you got the pole.
Oh,
and you got the
and
you got the bottle sitting on top, or the cup on top, and you throw a frisbee, and you got to hold your drink in your hand.
Beersby,
and you got to not Beersby, yeah. But it's yard golf. It's called yard golf.
Yeah, yard golf. Yep.
And then
I thought you were actually talking about like the actual Velcro golf that you can hit. Okay.
I'm going like I'm all generations here. You ready?
I know what you're gonna pick.
Badminton.
No, that was my second on my list.
Badminton.
Dude, that sucks.
I could smack some badminton.
Dude, I could too.
Oh man, I remember I got really good in high school because we played.
I had first pick, but the value you just got with those first 2 picks is insane, and I'm actually sad. But this is a game that I enjoy a lot. It's very similar to the yard golf here, and I am going to go Can Jam. I don't know if you've ever played Can Jam before, but it's a blast. So Can Jam is with a Frisbee. You've got like 2, essentially they kind of look like cans, but they have holes in the front. And it's got a hole in the top, a hole in the front. If you throw it and you get it through the hole in the front, there's like different variations. If you get it through the hole in the front, like that's points. But most people will try to throw it, and then your partner's got to smack it down in the top to get you points that way too. So you can either get it over the top, get points, or throw it in the hole in the front and get points. So it's a fun game. We used to play that quite a bit, actually. I haven't played it in a long time, but it is a fun game. So Can Jam's going to be my number 2. Number 3 here, dude, badminton. Taking that is crazy. That I'm trying to see what you're not going to take. You took badminton, so go ahead and give me go ahead. Because you can play this in a backyard. It's going to be a big backyard. But if you're playing badminton in a backyard like this, you can play volleyball in a backyard too. So let's go volleyball. Yeah. Was that on your list there?
Yes, number 4.
Yeah, volleyball. Just because it's a fun game.
You're lucky. I was going to get that next. I was going to get that next pick.
I was lucky on that one. I was a lot. And then I got a sleeper pick coming up too. But all right, this is coming together here. Your pick back to back, 3 and 4.
Okay. Well, you left this one open, and you're probably going to be upset for me taking this one eventually.
This is. I hope.
So, my third one, and we're going all generations here, and we're going kind of old school. We're going horseshoes. 3.
Horseshoes is good. Yep. It was number 10 on my list, but honestly, should have been higher.
We're going horseshoes, and then number 4, we're going spike ball.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh my, such good value in the 4th round. My goodness.
I told you. Going spike ball. I don't play spike ball a whole lot, but I dabble in it a little bit when it's around.
I've only played once, but it was a blast.
Yeah. So I'm going spike ball.
Dang, dude, that hurts.
Just because I'm kind of pulling at straws right now.
You're going all generations here. I have back-to-back picks, so it doesn't matter what I pick because you can't steal any of these. We're gonna go ahead and go bocce ball.
I almost put that in
because I like bocce ball. It's fun. Anybody can play that. Really, not really much skill to it at all. And then I'm all about gaining points in a game that you play. So I'm going the ladder toss. If you know what I'm talking about. Have you ever played the ladder toss? The 3 little pegs and the rope ball on the end,
and the golf balls on the end of them.
Yeah. Yep. Ladder toss is gonna be my last one, which I think is underrated as far as yard games go.
Well, I think that I called this guy in. He said he can't believe that he hadn't been picked yet.
Oh no.
And this is really touching the younger generation. This is really touching the college kids.
No.
This is touching the college kids. And this guy is sitting here. He's like Shedeur Sanders right now. He can't believe he's not getting picked. You don't know how. I'm the Cleveland Browns right now, thinking I just got to steal in the 5th round. Literally the 5th round.
I know what you're picking.
And I'm going beer pong.
Oh, not what I thought you were picking. Oh man. So the backyard version though, because the backyard version is fun. You can play it inside outside. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, there's different versions. You can play beer pong on the table, or you can play beer pong with the big.
I feel like the big ones for yard games you can do both. Both are fun outside. You know what I thought you were going to say though?
What?
I thought you were going to say washers.
You think you play that in college?
Yeah, Brad Shalgo. I guaranteed if
he's
Brad Shalgo.
I guarantee you right now, I guarantee you heard that.
Oh yeah. He probably gonna text me right now. You're like, "Hey, you talking about washers?"
I guarantee you right now, he's probably waking Maggie up. Like, I gotta go get my washer set out of the storage right now. And
he's probably sitting there watching. Brad's probably sitting there watching.
You know who was good? You know who's really good at washers? Pete.
Yeah, well, Brad was too. Honestly, Brad's really good at washers, but Brad's probably sitting watching Inception right now, and he hurt the hairs on the back of his neck are standing up. And he's like, "Someone just said washers." And the thought popped into his head. I'm gonna text him after we get done with this. I guarantee
he heard cornhole and he heard washers in the same.
He's gonna be upset that washers. He's gonna be upset that washers
didn't get picked at all. Oh yeah, he's probably. I guarantee if we said washers wasn't picked in our draft, he would come on the next podcast and just have an hour rant about how washers should be on there. You know that if he was on this podcast, he'd pick all the old fashioned ones. He'd have had bocce ball on there. He'd have had croquet. He would have had washers. He'd have had bags, obviously. And then what else would he probably would have had
Ultimate Frisbee? Is Ultimate Frisbee a yard game though? That's more of a yard activity.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a game, but I mean, I don't know. You gotta have a big yard for Ultimate Frisbee.
Yeah,
you could get into a lot of games like that. Whoa. He would have picked wiffle ball for sure.
But we have a big yard for that stuff. I'm thinking of like small yard. Get together.
I was too. I was thinking like, what can I play in my backyard or a backyard? Like you've got to have a pretty big area to play like wiffle ball or football. But
these are your classic wiffle ball in the summer when we were kids.
Yeah, but like I said, you gotta have a big backyard for that. Like these are classics.
We would just go down to Hughes Park.
Man. Yeah. When you said pong though, it literally like you're thinking the small pong, dude. I'm thinking like the big buckets.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking it's versatile.
It is. Gosh, that's such a good pick in the 5th round. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, man, that should have been a higher pick.
But you got to think because I'm thinking summer frat parties outside. They're having tournaments. Yeah, doing true. Everything. Gosh, beer pong's probably the number one for some people.
Yeah, that is true. And some think it's an activity, some think it's a game, whatever. It's fun to do outside in the summer for sure. Yep. Honorable mentions. I want to touch on a couple honorable mentions here that I had. I had Giant Jenga and Giant Connect 4. Not a fan favorite, really. They were my backups. They were like the reserves, but we got to give them just a little bit of credit because I
had croquet, man.
It did not make my list. It's a fun game, but croquet it did not make my list.
I'm just thinking, like, you remember when we would have the field day, like the very last day of school.
Yeah,
we'd have field day and we'd play like egg toss and all that stuff, and then guess what was always out there? Croquet.
And bocce ball. It was bocce ball. See, I was straight to bocce ball. I don't think anybody ever bought
Washers was always out there.
Washers was out there. I don't think maybe people did bring bags.
Bags were never there. No,
I don't think they were. Yeah,
but washers were there because we'd made them in shop class.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
I remember that vividly. The field days were the greatest. We have those this year, or we have them every single year too at the end of school.
Then they had volleyball out there. They had all like 4 or 5 different net. Or they had no badminton. It was badminton out there.
Yeah. Yeah, badminton. So many good games, dude. Like this podcast in general has me so excited for the summer, and I'm really hoping that I actually have time to do more things. Summer goes by so fast, especially when you're a teacher. Like every single year, summer goes by faster and faster. With coaching a sport, I mean, you probably know this firsthand. You coach a sport, it goes so much faster than if you weren't coaching a sport. For sure.
But all of June pretty much just flies by.
Yeah, but man, I love that. We think we have a really great list. I will actually probably. So obviously we don't have a graphic for this, but I will make a graphic and post this on social media. So those of you that are listening, that'll be posted on social media whenever this podcast drops. So, good discussion. Good discussion today. Loved it, dude. It's got me ready for summer for sure. But we're closing in on an hour here, Casey. I don't have anything left to say. Do you have anything left to say?
Go buy some Smackin' Sunflower Seeds and use what promo code average? Is it average?
Use promo code average, and then you can also scan our QR code as well. So there's a variety of ways you guys can buy them. You can help us out, help yourselves out by get yourself some seeds for the summer. But
it's mainly helping yourself out.
Yeah,
enjoy
some seeds.
If you play sports in the summer, if you go to ball games in the summer, you're just hanging around by a fire and you want some flavor savers.
Mm-hmm.
Get you some Smackin' Seeds, faux show.
Absolutely.
I haven't had them yet, but I love sunflower seeds. So instead of going to the store and buy them, just buy them in bulk.
Exactly.
You save money that way.
Yep. And that's a great way to end. So we're gonna head out of here.
We're gonna head out of here.
Yeah, that's it. That's how we're ending this one. We're just ending it like that.